people would come to me with an injury in my past, I'd be like, oh, that sucks. Yeah. I don't got much for you. Like, all right, let's just push through that. Yeah, I didn't have solutions to little problems or big problems. I was like, all right, you want to sweat, you want to get bigger, this, that. The difference with active life when I started really looking into it is understanding the human body, understanding the positions we're putting in people in and why. Understanding how to train with intent, not just throwing some shit together because it looks good or sounds good or because I'm doing it or because everybody else is doing it. What does this person need? Well, that has to do with how you dissect it, right? You don't know what somebody needs until you truly assess them. Understanding that there is a system and everything's connected, and just because your knee is hurting doesn't mean I'm just gonna give you stuff for the knee. I have to take a look at what's going on at your hip, what's going on at your ankle, what kind of previous sports did you play? And once you start solving problems from people, it's good, but it's uplifting and it feels like I'm actually doing something here, not just getting people in shape, but putting them in a position to enjoy their life. If it wasn't for active life, I don't know where I'd be, because probably being in prison or jail before that, delivering food. I didn't really have a path. I was trying to figure it out. And if it wasn't for active life, I wouldn't be in this situation right now. I'd probably still be delivering food at bungalows, still trying to make ends meet, not doing something that fulfills me and make me happy. And I'd probably be in a very bad spot right now. Growing up, I wanted to be a professional athlete, like most athletes do. And then when I went to college and started playing football, I didn't make the most out of my football career there because I was caught up in other things and I was having fun in college. And I just went, at first I was going into psychology, then marketing. And when I got out, all the jobs that I was getting into, I felt like a caged animal. I wanted to get back into sport. That's why I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So going to coach my old high school football and basketball team just to be a part of that again. It was a job that I didn't hate so much. You know, I like fitness, I like working with the kids, I like working with athletes, and that's how it kind of started for me. And I've been back and forth in the fitness industry, working at every kind of general fitness population you could think of, been an area supervisor, manager, this and that. And really, I was never gonna get back into fitness. I kind of hated it. I hated the vibe, only because I thought there was more to it. And every job I got at every main gym, it was about sell, 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 which I'm cool with, but it was the way we sold. And on top of that, the education wasn't there, so I felt like I was never gonna get to the point where I was truly helping people. And it was all the same shit over and over again. The assessment wasn't to find out what the person needs versus what they want and understand their body, their movement, and to build a program based on that. It was more, I'm gonna make you sweat for these 20 minutes and feel like you need me. And I just wasn't into that, because I always believed there was more to fitness than what I was being taught or what was talked about out there. But I felt unequipped to truly help people, you know. And when I met them and they started talking about it, it just made sense to me. The active life education, what was different about it was more streamlined, more organized, and it was easily digestible. I felt like I was taking a course, you know, like someone was holding my hand through the process. Direction, ready, go. Very nice. Point it up, so we're at little pops, nice and easy to the yellow. Ready, go. Very nice. Once I got to active life, it was like the doors opened up as far as being able to communicate to the client, being able to communicate to a physical therapist if I need to, a doctor the client's seeing, like whatever the case may be, having the confidence, the information, and the education to be able to communicate effectively what's going on, ask the right questions, and provide the right answers if given the opportunity. Good, much better. Stand up, take a few breaths. The breathwork course was huge for me. I've helped people with anxiety overcome situations that gave them anxiety. Deep breath into here. Tighten, hold like you're going underwater. Up. How to bring their heart rate back down, which with Gary, as you saw, we use this heart rate a lot. He's 60 years old, right? I'm gonna work him, but I'm also gonna be smart about how I work him, right? RPE is something that Active Life taught me and really honed in on, and I don't know how there's any other way to work out. Nice, awesome, done, rest, moving on. I had a kid that came to me who played lacrosse, tore up his knee, full knee reconstruction in March of last year. Came to me over the summer, he was working with a physical therapist. I was able to communicate with that physical therapist, come up with a plan, talk to him and his father on several occasions, send him home because he wasn't ready. He needed more rest than just, trying to force something. And I was able to do that, and we got him to a position where he was cleared for contact by November and back playing sport. Also, the physical therapist said to the father, I think Joe's got it from here. We've done all we can. Let Joe take it from here. Those are things that I never thought was possible. One, I would have ran away from. I still have imposter syndrome because it just happens. I'm always going to feel like I'm not good enough or I'm a fraud or whatever. But because of active life education, I felt fully confident assessing him, seeing what was going on there, speaking to his physical therapist in the right terminology, so everything made sense, going over my plans and design and working with them. And then when it was time for me to take it alone, I felt fully confident getting him into a position where, okay, your doctor said this, communicate with the doctor too, and by the time the last test came, he was full and ready to go. I helped this kid get back to doing what he loved to do in a short amount of time, and that's just something I never thought was possible for me. Eyes up, keep pumping those arms and legs. Nice, Liam. Very nice. Good job, Fiona. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, I'll see you later, brother. I love working with athletes, and I love working with kids specifically, and teens and stuff like that, only because I went through some trauma in my life when I was young. Sports was an outlet for me, and my coaches were like father figures to me, and they helped me a lot. They helped build the person I am, and they were someone I could look up to and fall back on, and it meant a lot to me. I like giving that back, and I like working with the kids, and it's fun for me. I like working with high-level athletes where we're just now, they're as good as they can get, right? I'm working on the minutia of the movements, like false steps. I'm working on the little things, like, you're picking your foot up there before you sprint. But I also love working with a kid that comes in here and has no motor control. And then we're patient and we take our time and we give him the confidence, right, to believe in himself, every little good rep there is. By the time we get to the elder clients, they've already got problems, right? Problems that need big solutions and a lot of time. Those problems didn't just come up. They didn't just pop up at 40, 50, 60 years old. It's something that's been brewing for a very long time. If we could correct movement beforehand, you're talking about preventative medicine, right? What Active Life taught me is that this is a never-ending game. Shit's always changing, there's so much to learn. So as much as I got from them, it also helped me seek other information, education as well, and keep on filling my toolbox with stuff. So Active Life allowed me to be organized in my approach and look for things at the whole system. When I'm doing an assessment on someone, I'm not just, if I'm looking at their hip range of motion, I'm not just looking at the leg I'm working on, I'm looking at what's going on within the rest of the body while I'm doing this, so I could see any imbalances or restrictions. I think the Active Life education is for any trainer that wants to make this a career and wants to make good money as well as be fulfilled and not burn themselves out. Any trainer that wants to truly help people and get results. Any trainer that wants to learn things that's going to not just help their clients, but help them become better and more efficient in their body and get out of pain. So any trainer who's serious about this journey and progressing and trying to be the best possible coach they can be, that's this program.